all, in addition to list, tuples are also efficient sequences in Python. While lists are mutable objects and the tuples are immutable objects. That is the main difference between list and tuple. So that means updating and deleting operations are not allowed in tuples. In previous session I have told you, we have discussed about list in detail, list functions, how to access list elements, various types of functions, methods in list. Now in this session we will all learn about Python tuple, how to create it. Before that, first of all, let's understand what is the need of tuples, or what is the advantages of tuple over list. So tuple is similar to list except that it is immutable. That means once the data is defined in the tuple, then changes are not permitted on the data. So some advantages are here. For tuples, new elements cannot be added. Tuples are used for maintaining the data by restricting add and remove features. Tuples allows only accessing of elements. In journal, you can say constant values can be maintained with tuple. Tuples can be executed faster than list. Tuples can also be allowed to act as a keys in dictionary, whereas this is not allowed for list. In dictionary we have discussed about key and value are used. So tuples can be used as keys, but list can't be used for that. Next point, you can say the portability of list is more than that of tuples. During concurrent code, development of synchronized access to immutable objects is not required. Same during comparison operation, copy operation, the efficiency increases when compared with the mutable object. Okay, so these are the main advantages of tuples over list. Some points I have written here, like we generally use tuples for heterogeneous data types, different types of data types, whereas list for homogeneous data types. But we have discussed like we can use different types of values in a list also. So move to next. Here by this table, by this difference, I have shown again the difference between tuples and lists. So tuples, items are surrounded in parentheses. The main important difference is that as in list we are using square brackets, now in tuples we are using parentheses. We will use parentheses. Tuples are immutable in nature. That means you can't change values, you can add values. Lists are mutable in nature. There are less functions, less methods in tuples as compared to list. In dictionary we can create keys using tuples, but in list we can't use keys as in dictionary. Okay, so move to next. First of all, what is a tuple? So tuples are very similar to list except that they are immutable. That means they cannot be changed. Second main thing is they are created using parentheses rather than square brackets as we used in list. Next is an example that how we declare a tuple. See, here's an example. It is similar to list, just a difference is that in list we are using square brackets, but in tuple we are using parentheses. Okay, so all further session I'll show you through practical portion like this. So first of all, I have taken example, that is if I am assigning a value. Let me show you simple example. Like if you have simple values like 4, 5 and 6, and if you print it, simply run it, it results in 4, 5, 6. And if you want to check the type of this is, that is type of AS, it is tuple. So see, by parenthesis it will automatically take it as tuple. So with the help of these tuples, you just have to remember, in case of tuples, always parenthesis brackets are used. Okay, so move to next. Tuples can consist of multiple type of values, multiple type of data type values, like you have integer value, then string value, then float value. Any type of value can be consistent your tuple. Okay, so move to next. An object can be converted. See, if you want to convert a list or any object to a tuple, then you can done that thing is by tuple function. So what I did here, see, here is a list. I have used a equal to 10, 20 is a list. When you print it and see the type of this is, that is, it results in list. And if you want to convert it to tuple, then simply write tuple and pass the list, that is A, and when you try to print it, it will give you result in tuple. So that means now the list become your tuple. Move to next. Now let's see how to create a tuple. So from different examples, that creating empty tuple, then creating tuple with integer values, then creating tuple with multiple values. Let's have a look on that. So creating tuple, a tuple is created by placing all the items inside the parentheses separated by the comma. Parentheses are optional. See, here the parentheses are optional. I'll show you an example of this. By without using parentheses, we will create a tuple. A tuple can have any number of items and there may be of different types. So firstly, I'll create a tuple with empty tuple. Simply just write my tuple and parentheses. So it will create an empty tuple. Next, tuple having integer values. So simply I just pass 1, 2, 3. Then it will create a tuple with integer values. Next, I have created a tuple with mixed values, that is integer value, a float value and a string value. So when you print it, it will result in mixed values. Here is also a concept of nested tuple. That means we can create a tuple within a tuple or a list tuple within a tuple. So see, here's the example. In tuple, I have created a string element, then a list, then again a tuple. So now let's see how we create a tuple without parentheses. So here is an example. Without parentheses, we can also work here. It will simply work as previously we have done. So creating a tuple with one element is a bit tricky. See, if you want to create a tuple with only one element, then you have to mention parenthesis, you have to mention comma with that particular element. Otherwise, it will treat it as a string. See, have an example. First of all, only parenthesis is not enough. So if I'll just assign a tuple name equal to double quote string value, so it will treat as a string. See, if I print the type of this tuple, it will print you string, that is str. So if you, for this purpose, if you want only a single element, then you just need to mention a comma here. So now it will print as a tuple. Okay, and also as previously we have discussed, no parentheses are required. So you can done this by also, but comma is required. Only single element. If you are using only a single element, then you just have to mention a comma. Otherwise, it will be treated as a str, that is string. Now next, moving to accessing elements in a tuple. How to access elements in